Number 1. The teacher welcomed the student to his class for the introduction economic. Then he introduced the textbook with the course which was named for the new millennium, and it was available at the university bookstore, and it was a bit steep, but he thought the student would buy it because it were well worth it. Then he suggested the student bring the textbook for the next class. After that, he introduced the exam. They had 2 exams, interim and final exam. Finally, he reminded the student to write the shortly research paper. The boss notified the employees of their return policy. Then he reminded them not to accept for returning from the customers without the dated receipt. Next, he suggested them make sure the return items are in good condition and check them carefully because they had a problem in the past with customer about the damaged goods. Finally, he reminded them to issue the credit, not cash, for return. Finally, if they had a complaint, let him know. Number 3. The speakers welcomed the customer to their office. Then they said if there was emergency, they should hang up and call an ambulance, or they would like to make appointment or ask for medical advice. They should come back during their office hours. Next, they open from 10 to 6, Monday through Friday, and 9 to 12 on the first of Saturday each month. Finally, they need to be appointment before because they didn't accept walking. Number 4. The pilot reminded the attendant flights will be landing shortly. Then they require them to check all the seat belts were fastened, and as the passenger turned off the telephone and recording device. Finally, he suggested the attendant flight that find out the people would have small children who require extra assistance, or anyone need to help getting connecting flight. Number 5. The speakers announced the listener of their public service brought to them by Radio XYZ because of the road. So the government officers was asking all the city residents conserve water. Then they didn't to fill the swimming pool or their garden. After that, they need to do this on voluntary basis, or the situation becomes severe. It is impossible that the fine will be imposed. Finally, stay tuned to the Radio XYZ for all the latest update. Number 6. The speakers thank for the customer for calling the city hotline and their information source for all the city events. And if they want to know the schedule information and the order ticket on the theater, they can press the number 1. And then if they want to know the museum information that include the special exhibit and the lecture series at the art museum and the forage film series at the history museum, they can press the number 2. And next, if they want to know the information about the upcoming sports TV, they can press the number 3. Finally, if they want to speak an operator, they can stay on the line. Number 7. The tour guide remind the tourists the history museum was the last stop today, and they spend 2 hours in here. And then if the people want to the recorded tours, they can pay for a small fee, and it was available at the front desk. After that, he also had the information brochure for permanent exhibits for anyone who was interested. And he reminds them to return the bus no later than 5:30, and the bus will take them to their hotel, where the people will enjoy the dinner and check parking their events. Number 8. The speaker complained to his co-worker that they had heavy traffic that morning because of a car breakdown on a Route 1 at the near airport. Then he advised him to avoid Route 1 if it was possible. In addition to road construction was slowing traffic over the city bridge. After that, he reminded him check her bus or subway if he can, because he had to check her for a long time and slow to the ride to work for morning. Number 9. The speaker wanted to know the manager if their company was looking to hire skilled computer technicians who have been with the state-of-the-art equipment. Then he introduced the graduates of the Computer Technology Institute, highly trained and skilled, able to handle all their road computer. And after that, they are eligible to become the certified computer technician. Finally, he suggested hire right now. Then, the consultant said to the people that buying a house can be confusing, especially in today's market. Then they suggested the first step was obtaining a loan from the bank. Then they said to apply a home mortgage, they need to get the necessary paperwork from a bank officer. Then next, they would have to have proof their salary or their financial assets. Finally, that would help the officer determine how large the loan they are qualified for.